Episode 2. That's weird.
Season 2, Episode 2.
I still remember the first time we said Episode 2 for Season 1. Feels like an age ago.
Our first ever Instagram post was go subscribe to PNC lads or you'll have bad luck for a month or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was 2 years ago.
With a little rocket ship. We did start, was it March? Around
April.
March.
Start of April. So.
Wow, we're not far off 2 years then, mate.
Yeah.
Where has the time gone?
It's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. It's exciting because, 2 years ago we were in Perth sitting in my living room and now we're sitting in Misfit Mind's house on their living room learning a fuckload. So,
yeah. No, it's pretty crazy to see how far we've come even in just 2 weeks with our mindset and just the way we've been operating.
Well, I literally said to my dad, we've nearly been here for a month.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
In 3 days, 4 days, we've been here for a month.
Yeah.
26 days. That's insane.
Yeah. When you put it like that, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't really obviously missed my family, but I don't really process them not being here or me not being with them until I get on the phone with them.
Yeah.
Because I always FaceTime. It's never just a phone call.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that hurts a bit.
You almost kind of forget what they look like, I reckon.
Yeah.
Until you hop on the FaceTime and you're like, oh, I remember what you look like now.
Well, I was out there yesterday and I was just walking around in circles, kicking a tennis ball around. And while I was talking, I was looking at the tennis ball to kick it around. Kind of called myself. I was like, what am I doing? Get your head up and actually look at your dad.
Yeah.
Because I fucking,
You just said the C word too.
Hey? Oh, no. Anyway, we'll block that out.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's pushing a month, pretty crazy. Like we said, still having so much fun, super exciting.
Yep, we have another channel that we've been working on. Yep. Go watch it's the top link in the description, or it's in our Instagram bio as. Is it in our Instagram bio still?
It's in the link tree. So if you click on the link tree, it'll be the top link.
Yeah. So go watch anyway. PNC Lads Vlogs is what it's called. We have another video going out tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be the 3rd video iteration.
You scared me there for a sec when you said tomorrow. I was like, oh God, it's not ready yet. And then I just realised this is getting uploaded in a couple of days' time.
Yes.
Deary me. But how are you, mate? You good?
It's good, mate. Yeah. Living life. Working. Grinding.
You actually good, mate? Because living life, good. Yeah. It's...
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I am good. It's sometimes you get a bit tired and whatnot, and you just want to have your alone time. But last night we went out with Misfit Minds.
We did. Go watch their video. It's already out. And you will see us in their skit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Because Will came up to myself. He's like, "Hey, Dill." He's like, "What are your plans tonight?" And I was like, "I'm just chilling, bro. Just chilling." And he's like, "Boys want to help us out?" I said, "Fuck oath, mate. Fucking oath, I do."
Yep.
So we went to, you'll see, went to this massage parlour. I was a cameraman, you were an interviewer.
I was a news reporter.
Yeah.
It was different.
You're an interviewer, yeah, media person. And yeah, it was, very different for us. It was fun though. Skits are always good fun, especially when you don't have to run it. You can just be an actor. Yeah,
you're just, they did all the post. I don't think a lot of people realise how much work goes into, even just this podcast and, their video and our vlogs. People see a 10-minute video. I don't think people truly realise how much work actually goes on.
Yeah.
These boys last night were up till 3 a.m. editing that. We got finished filming at midnight.
Yep.
Came straight back. They edited till 3 a.m. They slept for fuck all hours. Woke up, editing again. So, you know what? Go leave a comment on the video and say, appreciate the effort.
All for a 1.5-minute clip.
Yeah, people don't really realise, and people say, they were even saying this, we were saying this morning, people are like, oh, post 3 times, 4 times a week. It's I don't think you guys realise how difficult that is unless you have a team of 35 people who are doing everything.
Yeah, because it's one thing doing the stuff, but it's another thing actually thinking of what to do.
And their type of content would be impossible to do more than twice a week max, just because of it's real pranks.
Yeah.
It's none of this fabricated bullshit that 99% of YouTube pranksters do these days.
Yeah, and even just the TikTokers as well, how much they how much they can just spam out there. And you understand why they do it, but it's just like...
It makes sense. I mean, it's all dollars at the end of the day. You got 20 employees relying on you. You can't just not have a video because you didn't get a good reaction this week, or, you know?
Yeah, I would just not find that anywhere near fulfilling faking that type of stuff the way. Like, it'd just be so boring, man. It'd get so old so quickly.
Yeah, except for the millions of dollars rolling in. I'm sure you'd put up with it.
Not everyone does. Oh, I don't know. Not everyone fucking earns those millions of dollars, mate. It's so saturated.
No, they don't. But if you got 20 employees, you do.
Yeah. Well,
So
not all of them do. Anyway, fat leg sesh today. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh man, we destroyed the hamstrings.
Yeah, we'll definitely be feeling it tomorrow, to say the least. Just a follow up from last week. The music situation hasn't changed one bit since the thing. Maybe we should have tagged him, Ev.
I think it's quite funny. I mean, there was a few comments on it saying like, put headphones in. I said, like, you don't think I do, mate. I don't want to have to put the headphones in. Yeah. Like, that's the point.
Yeah, no, 100%. But like, even still, it's not the place to hear that music.
No, not
so
that.
I couldn't understand too many people's reactions.
Oh,
to
I love
that
R&B. Yeah, I love R&B too. When it's a Sunday and I've got 2 ready vodkas in hand and I'm trying to sway with the wind.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
100%. But no, it was really good. And I have a bone to pick with a man who was working out at the gym as well. We finished squats, we finished RDLs, and then we go to hamstring curls. And there's 2 options for hamstring curls. You can have a seated one, or you can have a laying down prone one.
Safe to say there was only one option in this gym. The laying down one was horse crap.
The prone ones sucked balls. I don't like them full stop, the prone ones, but this one was just unbearable. It was really a poor piece of equipment. And what was a good sesh turned into a really disappointing ending, because a guy had just chucked his pump cover on top of the machine, and then we proceeded to see him venture across the gym with no quick movement about him whatsoever. He pissed off to the left. I think he did 1 set of something there, and then he went to go do barbell RDLs across the whole other side of the gym.
Yeah, this guy's like try supersetting without actually supersetting. He's like try exercising, still using 3-minute rests. I mean, he was gone for 8 minutes every set away from this hamstring curls. We're standing there going,
what's going on, son?
He did one or 2 sets in the whole time we were standing next to them.
Keeping in mind,
Crazy.
It's a popular gym. It's a busy gym, and it wasn't at a random time. It was in the morning, popular time on the weekend where a lot of people were there. And it's like, bro, you're ruining my time. I think if I was to show Joey Swole that, he wouldn't be best pleased.
No. Yeah, the thing is as well, I'm all for supersetting, but not when you're supersetting like RDLs across the gym.
Yeah.
Like, because that's not a superset anymore. You're resting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't do that. If you're going to do a superset, like if he was doing RDLs standing next to the hamstring machine and going straight onto the hamstrings and ripping curls till failure, I'd be like, you know what? Fair play. You're working hard. But when you're doing RDLs, yada, 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 let's talk to this woman for 2 minutes. Then I might go, I don't even know what he was doing in the other section of the gym. Probably going to talk to the owner.
Couldn't tell.
Then coming back, then doing some half-ass hamstring curls. Get out of here, mate. It's time to jog on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was pretty frustrating. But thankfully, it was towards the end of the sesh. So after we smashed out, it was see you later, yes fitness, and I'll see you in 2 days' time.
The days are flying with the gym. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, the days are flying. We got plenty more to talk about in terms of the gym, but we'll split it up over this episode.
Well, I was going to we're going to start the episode with a little a little damn. So hopefully my man's still listening, because it was some nice words. So I'll give him Harrison, good bloke.
Shout out Harrison.
He said, "You boys are killing the podcast game in Australia. I hope for nothing but success for you lads. Your content is so relatable, so funny to watch. I don't think you guys truly understand how this content can change someone's mood so drastically. Keep smashing 6s on the full toss, boys." I like that. Keep smashing 6s on the full toss.
It's a good analogy.
That's nice.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah. So cheers, mate. We appreciate it. We do see everyone's messages when they read them.
Yeah. No, 100%. Those messages make us keep going.
Exactly.
Especially when we see them on the comments on YouTube, because that helps us even more. So if you've got something nice to say, just drop it down in the comments below. Maybe like
or
and share the
negative.
video
I don't
as
care.
well.
Either.
Yeah, either. Yeah, a comment helps. What was I going to say? I was going to say something in terms of...
Jim?
No.
Jim Halpert?
Jim Halpert, no. Oh, don't you just hate that when your mind goes absolutely blank? Oh, yeah. In terms of bettering this show up, obviously the segments, you would have seen the new interfaces in terms of the segues for the segments, but we're also looking at potential brand deals. We did a bunch of that this week, and obviously moving our podcast to a different network. That won't affect you, but that's going to help us a lot because we've been getting fisted in terms of ads.
Yeah.
Absolutely fisted, and like you boys and girls know, we don't earn money off of this.
Exactly.
And right now, we're living out of home, and we don't even have other jobs.
Yeah, we need to be making.
So we're scraping at the bottom of the barrel just to survive at this rate.
100%.
Scraping.
That's what you got to do, though. You got to grind and come up.
Yeah. It's no point having just that money sit in the bank, but if there was a little bit coming in.
The merch design is done, so we got merch coming.
Well, that's what I was going to lead into. Yeah, the merch design, the apparel design is, hopefully we get that today. It's almost finished.
Yeah, we'll, I'm saying early April, I think.
I mean, yeah, because
For the drop.
we know the people that we're going to be working with after this step are extremely quick.
Efficient.
But we need to be looking at the other things such as advertisement, the little accessories such as the bags for those people that bought a hoodie, all those little things that just make the product a little bit nicer, and it gives it that little bit of an extra touch. I'm super excited.
It's going to be good.
I'm super excited.
I'm excited just to wear it. I need some new shirts.
Yeah, well, the Misfit boys are working on their clothing, and I'm excited to cop some of that, honestly.
Not sure if we can say that, but yep.
They've already talked about their merch.
Have they?
Yes, they have.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm very excited for that. Because the wardrobe, I mean, I'm actually gassed. You can't see, but to the left of me is our clothes hanger. And I've finally got all my clothes up there. I think living out of the suitcase is one of the worst things anyone could ever do.
Even when I get to a hotel room, I take all my stuff out.
Yeah, but to finally have like that set it really, really is magical. I don't know if you wanted to... one thing. People have been asking for suggestions about things. I have a suggestion for you. Now, I've always been a big advocate for, if you're going to buy something, go buy the best brand for it. However, I've been introduced to something, so has Evan, so has a couple of boys in this house. Coles brand ice cream sandwiches, actually the cookies and cream version, absolute godsend, mate.
Yeah.
I can't talk highly enough about this product.
I mean, the other branded ice cream sandwiches are better, but they're all got. It's an ice cream sandwich, can't be bad.
But think about what we're paying. Last night at the server, I paid $5.50 for a Golden Gate home.
Yeah, but that was exponentially better.
I bought 4 Coles brand ice cream sandwiches for $3.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's fantastic value, considering I genuinely demolished this thing in a minute.
Yeah.
And then it's not even small.
Oh.
It's not that small.
It's pretty small.
It's not that small.
I beg to differ with Dylan on that.
Evan's been a party pooper. They're good. I would highly recommend, if you're trying to save, or just save a little bit of money here and there, it's a cost-effective, good enough purchase.
Yeah, it's good.
To give you a bit of flavour to yourself. Oh, here we go. We've just got some pricing regarding the merch. That'll be interesting.
Oh boy.
Did you have a segue you wanted to go into, mate?
Nah, mate. But
well, you can.
If that's the catch-ups, we can move into segments.
Yeah. We got plenty to talk about.
We can do our draft. Kick it off.
We can do the draft. Today we're going to do the sports draft, and this is going to be a tough one. We're going to do sports in terms of watching, not
for us
playing.
too. This is our opinion. So for all the Americans who are like, NFL's the best.
Yeah.
We ain't watched that shit. So of course it's not going to be in our top 5.
Even if I did watch it, your sport stinks, son. So
you can't really say that because you don't know.
I've seen it, and it's
Have you ever watched a full game?
No, because I've watched 10 minutes of it and it fucking sucks.
That's what I'm saying. You can't comment.
Same shit, different time, mate. Paper, scissors, rock. Hey, I go
win.
first for once in my life.
All right.
Now, I think our two picks will be absolutely identical.
Yeah.
So I have a decision to make here. Look, it's very tough. I'm gonna do a. Okay, I'm gonna go at. It's really tough. I'm gonna go AFL as number one.
I can't believe this is tough for you.
Yeah, well, of course. What do you mean you can't believe? I literally follow another sport religiously.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Where it affects
AFL
my
is
mood.
so much better than soccer to watch
Yeah,
by a mile.
Yeah, but that's your opinion as well. Like, there would be a lot of people that disagree with you. But yeah, two extremely tough ones. But AFL is extremely entertaining. I think anyone who watches our sport just gets around it, like no matter where they're from.
Bro, it's by
They
far
love
the
it.
most entertaining sport on the planet. It's fast-paced, high scoring, not normally.
To be fair, it's going down the shitter this past decade.
Yeah, well, that's just because they had rules. But yeah, I mean, something's always happening in that sport. I mean, you can watch a game of soccer and it goes back and forth for 90 minutes and nothing happens.
Number one pick for Buckley, AFL.
But yeah, I would have had AFL as my number one pick. I would say my next favorite sport that I actually would watch in terms of enjoyment, I would say probably the UFC. So it's not really a sport because the sport is mixed martial arts, but watching the UFC is it's probably the next most entertaining sport. I like watching people get fucking bashed.
Yeah, that was on my list as well.
So yeah, I would say that's probably my number one pick.
Yeah, I'm gassed about that because number two for me is soccer. All leagues, really. I'm a big Manchester United fan, so obviously the Premier League and the other competitions that they're in. Very happy that you didn't pick that. My top two. Very pleased
I would never pick soccer.
to have that set.
You can have that, mate.
You're not going to pick that in your top five at all?
No.
Wow.
I don't really watch it. It's on my list, but it's
Can't wait to see what you would have instead of soccer.
My next sport that I would watch as an entertaining sport would probably be the NBA. Because once again, if it'd be like AFL, I feel like there's a lot going on with the NBA. There's something always happening. Not that I really religiously watch it, but if I was going to watch a sport, I'd probably say NBA is the next highest watched sport that I watch. So yeah, that's my pick two.
Interesting. Pick three for me, I'm going to go F1.
That was my next pick, but yep.
Only because I find that the middle of the race absolutely dead. But the start is very, very entertaining because that's where people like crash and the commentators are up and about and they make it just so rowdy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put that as pick three.
Yep, that was my next pick as well. So far I've had AFL and F1 ganked.
I like yours.
That's good. The next sport I would say that is entertaining, I would probably have to say rugby league. Yeah, NRL.
What you enjoy watching. If you get entertaining, what you find entertaining.
Yeah, I watch NRL a bit.
All right.
I don't really watch much other sports besides that in terms of... That's probably my next most watched sport that I would watch.
Yep.
So, yeah, NRL. Not that I'm the biggest fan of NRL, but if AFL is not on, I'll throw some NRL on.
Yeah. See,
I'll gamble on it.
See, I will never throw that sport on. Does absolutely nothing for me. But I can respect it. Number four for me is going to be cricket. I know a lot of people will be angry about that one. But I played the sport growing up. There's definitely some forms of the game that are entertaining, such as T20 competitions.
Yes.
But I also don't mind watching one-days and test matches here and there. So that'll go number four.
Jesus, clasping at straws here. I would say my next pick, not that there's a lot left, I would probably say tennis.
Yeah.
Watching like the big cups, like the Australian Open, I like watching those. Like, and I won't watch all the games, but I'll watch maybe like the last five, like all the finals. So yeah, I'd say tennis. Tennis is pretty fun to watch too.
Yeah. Now I can go one or two ways here. I'm gonna go. I'll explain the other one after. But I'm gonna go ice hockey as my number 5 pick. That's a pretty entertaining sport. Like, you don't get to see it often, but
Have you ever watched ice hockey?
Yeah.
Really?
It's on beIN Sports. My brother was a fan when I was growing up, so I used to watch it every now and then.
Yeah. Right.
It's actually like, if I lived in like Canada or America, I'd probably like definitely get around the NHL because it's pretty fucking elite.
Yeah, they just smash each other, and a lot's happened.
Yeah, no, it's pretty entertaining, and their skills, like just skating, is insane.
It's pretty elite. My final pick will be I don't really know what the sport would be called, but like kind of snowboarding, like snowboarding and skiing, like tricks. Those guys are just X Games shit.
Yep.
I don't really know what that's called, but snowboarding, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say like swimming in the Olympics because that's so much fun to watch.
That's the thing. Like,
that's only every 4 years.
Yeah, like.
So it's like, to be fair, I'd probably watch swimming over like anything else every 4 years.
I mean, to be honest, if there wasn't a draft here, like AFL would be my top one. Like my top three without your picks were AFL, UFC, F1, and then I had soccer at 4, and then NBA at 5.
It really does pay to go first in this competition.
It does with sports because there's not a lot of sports.
That was the first time I've gone first, and what a one to win.
Yeah.
So no, that's the draft. If you've got any segment ideas for the draft or topics for the draft, send them in because people really they're fun to do.
Oh, I'm sweating balls, bro.
Yeah, I've just sort of accepted my fate in terms. We got lights absolutely shining on us.
There's no AC in this room
to make this setting look good. Just quietly, I'm a really big fan of this setting. It's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
That we've had. Just.
Do you want to know what one thing about Victoria? The weather is insane. I mentioned it in the vlog, but I've never in my life witnessed the most bipolar weather ever. I swear to God, you wake up raining or cloudy, cold, windy. I put trackies and a hoodie on. I go, looks a bit miserable outside. I walk inside. 10 minutes later, I go outside, sun shining, gleaming. I go, I'm going to go change now. I'm going to go put on some shorts and a t-shirt. Go back outside. Oh, what do you know? 100-kilometre-an-hour winds, raining again. I go, I'm sick of it. I'm just going to stay inside.
Yeah, no. The other week, we went into the city to go meet Mike Moliak. If you want to go see that, I'm not going to talk about it too much here, but if you want to go see that, that's episode 2 of the vlog in the new channel. He was an absolute legend. See what he said about our channel. But yeah, we went there, and in the morning it was a little bit cold, so I put jeans on it and a t-shirt. And as soon as we got there, I instantly regretted life and was sweating my whole off.
Yeah, the sun just decided
almost the whole day.
Decided to come out.
And like I'm a person that is like warm-blooded, man. I get hot so easily. It's disgusting how hot I get like that easily. So this bipolar weather, it's not going to be good for me because I'm going to rug up one day and then I'm going to hate myself for it like 4 hours later.
Mate, give it 2 more weeks and you'll be living in nothing but long pants and a jumper.
Yeah, I actually really like being like in trackies and a hoodie at night.
My favourite weather.
In this house.
100%. Sitting on, you guys can't see, but there's a couch there, watching this television when I'm rugged up. It's great.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, so that wraps up the draft.
Yeah.
I think you for sure won that. But.
Yeah. We got multiple different pathways we can venture into next. I want to start a new segment here as well that everyone can send in. We didn't ask for it this week, but it's going to be called Oddly Satisfying Things. Oh, yeah. So things that we find oddly satisfying for no apparent reason. Evan might not find this oddly satisfying, what I say, but you might, or I might, or he might. And I think this is just going to be a little bit interesting. I just thought about it the other day because I was doing something and I thought, fuck, this is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Have you got one in your brain?
Not an odd thing, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I've got one. So I've never lived in a 2-story house. This is a 2-story house. And with that, there's a staircase. And it's right outside our room. So every morning we put our shoes on to go to the gym. And in turn, I find putting my shoes on while sitting on the second step of the staircase so oddly satisfying.
It is good.
Because I'm sat, it's really comfy, and my legs are positioned on the floor perfectly. I'm not doing too much bending to tie my shoes. I'm not sitting on my flat mattress breaking my back or a couch that's more elevated to the point where I'm bending over. Yep. It's just perfect.
It is good.
And it's something that I didn't know I needed in my life. So that's my thing that I find oddly satisfying.
I like it. It is true. It is great.
Glad you agree.
I would say I have an oddly. It's not odd, but it's satisfying. I would say like fresh sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you wash sheets, it's not like your life is bad when you don't have like brand fresh clean sheets. But the minute you get those sheets and you've made your bed and you plonk into it at 9 o'clock at night, ready to like go to sleep and watch some Netflix, and you know they're clean. I don't know what it is. It has a different feeling.
Yeah, I know it does.
You feel like $1,000,000.
Yeah, well, it's because as well, your sheets like naturally lift up off of your mattress over time. This thing is like tight, bro, on your mattress.
You got some lotion on your legs and you're all lubed up, bro, and you're just like ready to just
lubed up.
Oh, it's good.
No, I can 100% agree with you there. This is the brilliant thing about this segment. It's things that you find oddly satisfying, and you just didn't know you needed it until you experienced it. So you don't realize you need fresh sheets until you take your dirty ones off and you put new ones on. And you're like, oh my God, that feels so much better.
100%.
Feels so much better. But no, I think we'll just stick with one a week. But now, from now on, I'll have one a week. You'll have one a week, and then we'll do one other person's one a week.
Yeah, or a couple, whatever people send in. But yeah, I like it. It'll be a good segment.
It will be a very good segment. Send that in.
Drop your oddly satisfying things in the comments too.
Yeah,
so I can have a read.
100%. Comments, DMs. Now, 2 days ago, TikTok. I was scrolling it, blah, 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 blah. And everyone knows you can go on the different forms of TikTok. So what I mean by this is you can be on grass TikTok and you'll just get shown a bunch of grass.
Love lawn porn.
You love lawn porn. You can be on furniture TikTok and you get shown furniture and housing, blah, blah, blah. You get where I'm going with this. Anyway, I scroll on a TikTok where it's this boxer who is Australian and he's pretty young. He's probably like in his like 30s, early 30s, and he's just been struck down with colon cancer. And I go, that's really, really depressing. And I obviously watched quite a bit of the long TikTok to the point where the algorithm's gone, oh, he liked that.
Yeah.
He wants to see more. No, I didn't want to see more, son. Didn't want to see more. And all I see, TikToks about colon cancer, blah, 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 and how it's going to become like the lead killer in people aged like 20 to 40, which is just crazy. You never think anything's going to strike you down until it happens.
That is facts.
You never think you're going to be that person for something shit to go wrong. And that's just being naive. And thankfully, a TikTok popped up as to how you can combat this issue or protect yourself against colon cancer. And this was having a diet that consists of a lot of fiber. But in particular, this ingredient, it started with a PH, can't remember. But you can get it in a couple different foods. And green beans was one of them. And I went to sleep that night, restless. I was like, I've got to get green beans the next day. I've got to go buy some green beans. I sent myself a reminder, buy green beans. And we did. They actually turned out very good, Ev.
Yeah, they're right.
They turned out very good because I've had green beans before. And at home, we usually steam them with no seasoning.
It's a bad idea.
And they're just poo. I always say to Mum, don't bother. Keep them on your plate. Keep them on Dad's plate. Keep them in the middle for leftovers for you two, because I won't be eating them. But these things are actually quite good, Ev.
They're right, yeah.
They were very good, and I think I'm going to be... Actually, after this, I'm going to make myself some, because I forgot to do that for lunch. But yeah, a couple every day, and I'll be doing my part to stay healthy, mate. Stay healthy.
Yes. If you can find a lot of unhealthy shit about yourself in anything though. Like if you Google like high protein diets, something will say you get cancer.
Oh yeah, of course. No, but this really truly is one, and it's an easy step for me to easily fix. So
yeah, but I don't think we have a lack of fiber though. Particularly you eat cereal like a fucking madman.
Yeah, but
that's a lot of fiber in that.
For me to, I'm not going to be eating. You know, the only reason I eat cereal like a madman here is because it's so cheap and effective. If I was at home, I wouldn't be eating as much cereal as I am because there's other alternatives. I'd love to eat five eggs every day, but it's just not cost effective when you and I are paying for them. And you get 18 in a carton, sometimes only 12. Like, it's just not cost effective.
Eggs are probably cheaper than cereal, bro. You're paying $6 for 18 eggs.
Yeah.
So like, as opposed to a bowl of
box of cereal,
which is like $10.
Yeah, but think of how many servings I get.
Probably like 6 max.
And I get 2 servings from a carton of eggs.
3.
Yeah, but not between us.
Yeah, but if I was eating a bowl of Nutrigrain, then we get 3 servings each out of a bowl of Nutrigrain.
I can guarantee. Yeah, well, I'm still not going to get that. I can guarantee you'd get more servings from some Wheat Bix.
Oh, Wheat
eggs.
Bix for sure. Wheat Bix is like dirt cheap.
Even Nutrigrain as well. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I mean, we can eat 5 eggs every day, but I think we'll end up hating ourselves in terms of how much we're going through. But yeah, like I was saying, that's just an easy step that we can that I can take care of. Not saying you should, but just think about it.
Think about it.
I'll let you talk about this, mate. Advice for newbies at the gym. Go. People want to know.
Yeah, some guy DM'd us asking like the shit we've learnt. I would honestly say, look up my boy JPG Coaching on TikTok because he'll teach everything you need to know. But if I was giving 3 tips to anyone who's starting in the gym, set yourself a program and one that fits your schedule. Don't decide, I'm going to go to the gym 7 days a week for 3 hours. You won't do it. If you only have 40 minutes of free time, create a schedule that allows you to go to the gym for 40 minutes and get an optimal workout in. Also, don't overtrain. We used to overtrain like crazy in the wrong shit. I mean, we used to train like, I don't know. Well, yeah, we did. We used to train literally 7 days a week and I'd be in the gym for 3 hours. I'd be doing 5 sets of the maximum weight to the point where I can't even feel my body. And then doing that 2 days later and 3 days later, you're literally just overtraining. You're actually like getting negative gains because in order for your muscles to repair, folks, is when you're resting. You don't build muscle when you're in the gym. You build muscle in your rest days. So yes, that's what I would also say. And then probably the third biggest thing I would say is eat clean. Or not eat clean, like eat enough protein. That's pretty much it. You don't even have to eat like a lot of food. As long as you're hitting a lot of protein, you'll get decent gains. Because without protein, your muscles can't repair themselves. So that's what I would say. Try and eat as good as you can. But yeah, if you want to look up an optimal plan, literally just go on Google and type in optimal plan and you'll find a bunch of shit and try and fit in what works for you. That's what I would say.
You got to be looking in the extremely wrong areas if you can't find stuff out about the gym these days that's accurate. Oh, not accurate, but like, do a bit of research and you'll find out what you need to know. It's not 2010 where this stuff was so much less accessible.
Bonus tip. Have good form.
Yeah, if you can, try and get in with someone that is experienced in the gym. So, I mean,
go lightweight. I don't care if you don't feel it in your body for 3 weeks. Have good form. Like, don't sit there and fucking throwing around weight because you think like it's doing nothing for you. You're going to hurt yourself. You're literally not even training the muscle properly. Have good form. Go lighter. Start slow. Get your form down pat, then go up the weight.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say you need to train with someone. Like, don't be ashamed of it. Google.
YouTube. All right, folk. We are back.
Can't remember who it was cut off.
Yeah. Eat good. Don't overtrain. Set up a good program that actually works for you, one that you can stick to, and have good form. They're my tips.
All right, Spotify playlist.
Yes, sir. I already have my songs, to be honest.
Tell me them.
There's a banging new song from my, not my friend, one day, John Summit, Where You Are. Phenomenal song.
Where You Are.
Unfortunately, for us, we're going into winter, but for the rest of the world, they're all going into summer, and it's probably going to be Song of the Summer for them. So that's always fun.
I am going to... This is tough because I've been listening to a lot of music because we've been here. That's one thing I miss a lot, actually, is listening to my own music. I'm going to chuck in Lazarus by Dave. Banger.
I feel like you might have put that in last week.
Nope. Different tune. What is your next song, sir?
I'm not sure if it's in there, but is anyone from Beebs in there? Let me have a gaze.
There will be.
Let me have a gander.
Of course there will be. Just tell me and I'll try it.
It's not there. Anyone from Justin Bieber?
Chuck that in.
Banger. It's relatable. You know? Banger for all of you folk.
And the next song I will be putting in is... I like how we drag out these things when we don't have a song to put in. All Mine, Kanye West. There we go. In there.
Tune.
We'll chuck that in.
All right.
Sex mishap. Should we get into it?
I think we do the glow up first and then end with sex mishap.
Okay.
All right. We're doing the glow up segment.
Now everybody they looking at me. Now they looking at me.
Get it
So
started.
this week we have 2 good send-ins. Make sure you guys send your glow ups in. They're good. So first one we have is from a Donny who actually goes to our gym. Man's wham. Man is wham.
Shout out my boy. He's big.
So shout out to Lucas. He sent in a cheeky glow up transformation. So for a little bit of context, I'll actually remember to put him in this time. Sorry about that for last week. Ooh. So he was 15 years old, 2019. That's where this photo is. By the way, great genetics as a 15-year-old, by the way.
Yeah.
I looked anorexic at 15. That was him and his boy. But his boy probably won't be in it. But yeah, 15 years old, like they're actually still like fairly jacked. He sent us his video.
Bloody oath.
Okay. Why is it not playing?
Nah, play once type of video.
Well, that's always good. But he sent this photo anyway. If he sends the video, I'll insert the video because we've seen it. But like,
big.
he's 18 years old here.
That's crazy.
Like, he's huge, bro.
Yeah.
So in terms of, I mean, it's a gym glow up. I'll have to give it a solid 8.8.
We saw him today, and my guy was just spamming 32 kg dumbbell hammer curls, and you're just like,
damn,
you bastard.
Yeah.
You bastard. Nah, he's an absolute G of a bloke. Hard work's been put in regardless of genetics. Yeah, I feel like I got to give it a 9 because he's 18 years old and he looks like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fucking so impressive.
I always just save my 9s between 9 and 10 is for like weight loss and jacked. But I'll give it
different scales here.
I'll give it an 8.8 for me.
Yeah, nah, absolutely class from Lucas, mate. You're killing it, son. And you might see him in a Instagram reel / TikTok pretty soon.
Man's gonna be massive.
Gym related.
He's 18, bro. What happens when he's 23? He's gonna be fucking just stupid big.
But he's gonna be the Hulk.
Anyway, that's Lucas's one done. We got another one sent in from Bernard. Fuck, I just scrolled off it. Bernard.
Bernie.
Man's got some. This is a progressive age one. We got a baby here, so that's him as a baby.
Yeah, kind of irrelevant.
It's a cute kid. It's a cute kid though. He's not like some fugly babies. That's him there as a young fella.
Yeah, still like
prepubescent.
Oh, very.
I don't know which one's him in this photo.
Oh, that's tough.
I think it's the left one.
It could be the right though.
Nah, I think it's this one. So yeah, you can not much you can really tell, but
unfortunately, Bernie, stinker of a photo, mate.
Yeah.
Don't know which one you are, and it's very dark.
He got older.
Yeah.
And then man's
class,
dressed
mate.
up in a suit. So
Class, looking very dapper.
Yes, sir.
As some might
man's
say.
looking good. So yeah.
Nah, he's done that. Shout out my boy. Thanks for your support as well.
I feel like it's normal progression. Decent looking kid, comes up, hits puberty, stays as a decent looking bloke. So
yeah, I'll give it a 7.4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Because like he's a good looking guy, but like there was no drastic change. It was just his natural progression.
Yeah.
So no, be proud of yourself, son, or your genetics. Thank you, mum and dad.
Yes, sir.
Because you did good, kid. You did good.
You did good. Bet. So that's going to wrap up the glow up segment. Let us know what you guys would rate it. Them. Send in your glow ups to the PNC Lads Instagram, and we will potentially feature you on the show.
Yeah, please do.
So now we move into sexual mishaps, i.e.
blunders in the bedroom.
That's almost a better name for it. Let us
Top
know.
of the dome.
Let us know. Sex mishaps or blunders in the bedroom? Because I almost like blunders in the bedroom better. The alliteration.
Kind of probably get us less demonetized as well.
It's true. It's true.
Probably would help us in that aspect. All right.
All right. So I won't use names, obviously, for this stuff. But give me a female name.
Katrina.
Katarina. All right. Embarrassing sex mishap. First time trying butt stuff with my boyfriend at the time turned into a mortifying disaster. Long story short, ended up with blood everywhere and walking around my ex's house with a packet of the family's frozen peas between my arse cheeks for hours. His mum, a week later when cooking dinner, needed some peas. What does she do? She asks everyone in the house, who ate the last of the peas? She goes bright red and had to make up a story of them, using them in an omelette, and she had to go to the shops to replace them. So basically this woman used frozen peas that the mother needed for her clapped asshole as a frozen pack. I hope your asshole mended well.
Did you lube up? Did you lube up? Surely you eased in there and took it slow. My boy hasn't just gone to absolute town.
I think there's a lot of like anal bad stories, bro.
Yeah. Like that. No, that's it's a dangerous game people are playing at, I suppose. Yeah, that would be a very uncomfortable one, surely. Like, because you just sit down and you'd
Blood,
probably be in
means
pain.
the arse got like torn asshole.
Ended up
you
in
ever
the ER.
have a fat turd?
Yeah, of course.
And it's kind of painful.
I remember Maury back in the day. We were at your house and he came back after like half an hour, and he's like, "Yeah, blood everywhere." I go, "Dearie me."
Yeah.
Dearie me.
No good. So this is another one. I was having sex with a guy. Oh wait, give me a girl name.
Demi.
Demi. I was having sex with a guy I had known for 2 weeks. I was on top and he proceeded to say, "I love you," as he came. I initially took it as a heat of the moment thing and ignored it. But for like 30 minutes after, he continued to tell me that he loves me and he thinks I love him too. I politely acknowledged his feelings but said I wasn't there with him with the whole "I love you" thing. Then I pretend I got a text from work and he needed to leave because I was going to work. Safe to say he is no longer a sneaky link. That is tough for my boy. My man's confessing his love. She's done the old, "Oh, I'm kind of busy right now. Oh, you really need me to come in?" That's, you got to go, mate. I've got, work needs me to come in. And he never heard from her again.
What I'd like to know is how long has this thing been going on? Did you send my boy mixed signals? Was he was just so far deep into it. Or if it was a one and done, I'd pat yourself on the back.
It's tough for my
Because you've obviously done him good. You've obviously done my guy good, and he's just like,
Yeah.
So you can look at it two ways. You could be proud of yourself, but yeah, maybe best you just chuck that one out.
Yeah.
And look for someone else.
Yes, sir. So we got last one sent in, and this is a dude. Give me a guy name.
Bruce Buffer.
Went to a Halloween party as Mario. Friend went as Luigi. Got a message from a chick to come over. Man's stubborn. Went to hers in a full-blown Mario kit. And felt like we were doing some cosplay type shit. Then it felt like an absolute fuckwit in the next morning when getting into an Uber, still dressed as a full Mario, obviously in a full Mario costume.
Yeah.
That's, I think we've all been there with the embarrassing Uber drives, but dressed as a full Mario character, it would have been a little bit of a spanner in the works. Change it up a little bit,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's ever been a situation where I've cared of what the Uber drivers thought of me.
Neither. Mate,
Like,
I've had shoes in my hand, walking out with his shirt off, getting in an Uber.
I'd like to think I'm quite a nice person and I make chat most of the time with people, but in the Uber, I don't care. I don't need the pointless and mindless, numbing 5-minute conversation. Just don't need it. So I'd like to stay quiet.
I agree.
So yeah, if you're in your Mario costume, mate, nothing to be disheartened about.
I want to know if you shagged her in the Mario costume.
That'd be elite.
That's gangster.
One girl said she had multiple men compliment her on her feet and suck them. Do guys find feet attractive? I've always said it's a thing where like it's funny because some people get turned off by feet and it makes me like, oh, they're not too bad. But I don't think I've ever seen a girl with like just stinking feet.
Yeah, neither.
Like feet that are just like clapped. So I've never been turned off by them, but I've never really been turned on.
You ever sucked a toe?
No, I've never sucked a toe.
Yeah, I've never sucked a toe. But like my favorite thing is like I'll grab their feet.
Yeah.
And kind of play with them.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Which is fun.
100%.
So it's not like a...
Take care of your feet. And that's very hypocritical because I don't do that to mine.
I know, fuck.
But I very much doubt there's too many women out there who want to suck their man's feet or foot.
Yes, sir. That's can end the show. Rapid question because someone asked. Blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes.
I would say I'm a blondes guy, but I don't either other. And that is going to wrap up the show, folks.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
That's episode 2. Finito.
Go watch the last 2 vlogs if you haven't watched the last 2 vlogs.
And go catch up on the first 2. Or the last week's episode. Episode 1 of season 2 because you're only going to get better, boys and girls. Like we said, everything we told you to comment about, just do it. Just do it.
Engagement with us and we'll engage back with you.
Yeah.
We want this show to be about the people.
Yeah, let's make it about the people.
So
give the people what they want.
Yeah. Go follow every single link in our link tree and you can stay up to date with everything we're doing.
Yeah, and check out the new channel, 100%. All right, that's it.
Bye.